This non-medical prescribing resource has been developed by non-medical prescribing programme leads and a range of nursing professionals and pharmacists from across 5 Northwest universities. It's been developed for undergraduate nursing and MSc students to help them graduate in line with the new NMC standards requiring them to be ready to prescribe. It's a very quick demonstration to show you how the resource can be used from a student perspective, from an academic perspective, and to also give you an idea about the content that it includes. So let's start with the content. The Preparing to Prescribe resource is presented in 3 parts. We have part 1, which covers what you would traditionally cover in the first year of an undergraduate course, part 2 and part 3, which would cover what you would look to cover in part 3. So we have, say for example, pharmacology, consultation, communication and clinical decision making in part 3. We also have them in part 1, where we're looking to provide more basic and foundation levels of knowledge and information. So each resource includes texts, activities and videos. So if we have a quick look, for example, in part 1, if we have a look at pharmacology and go into pharmacodynamics, we've got both activities and resources that the student can use. So I'll just play this quick video to show you how it works.
For drugs to produce their effects, they must act on the body at a cellular level. This can happen in many ways depending on the properties of the drug in question. The 4 modes of drug action. To produce any pharmacological effect, a drug must physically act on one or more constituents of a cell. The cell constituent directly involved in the initial action of a drug is called a receptor. A receptor is a specialized area on the cell wall or within the cellular cytoplasm.
So we've got videos and we've got activities in all of the sections as well. We also have a quiz that can be used to test knowledge. So in this, let's go into a section here, prescribing safely. I'll find one that does have a quiz, sorry. So if we look in here, you can do a quiz. We've got an 80% pass mark, but that can be set at whatever pass mark you want it to be set at. So the student would go through, take the quiz. I'm just randomly selecting some answers to the questions here. At the end of the test, the student can actually see which ones they've got right, which ones they've got wrong, and they're also given the opportunity to do the test again, or they can go back to the main resource. So you can see here that it provides the correct answer. So if we now have a quick look at navigation, there are over 200 pages of content on this resource, so therefore it's really important that the student can find the way around it. We've got a course map, and the course map includes all of the resources. You will see that some resources appear with green ticks and are in green font, whereas others are blue. So that's to indicate to the student which ones they've been in and completed and which ones they have yet to do. So the green ones are the resources that they have been in and completed, and the blue ones are resources that they have yet to do. So I can see that I've not done patient records and documentation yet. So I can go into this resource, do the activities, and then go on to the next one. So I've just completed 2 there, including patient confidentiality. So if I go back to the resource map, I can see that those 2 sections that I've just been in to complete show as green now. What's also really useful is to see the overall course or resource progression. So you can see that I've completed 25% of the content now. So it's also really useful for academics to be able to use the resource in a number of different ways to direct the students. It can be used as an adjunct to learning and for self-directed study days. You can use the activities for these, ask the students to prepare for a class by looking at a particular section, and then you can ask them to come into class and have a discussion or do more detailed content, or you can use it for self-directed study and they can complete full sections. You can ask students for potential portfolio building to actually provide you with evidence that they've been into a particular section and completed it. So if we take, for example, I've been in and completed the pharmacodynamics section, I can download, as a student, I can download a completion certificate. And the completion certificate shows you the date that it was done on, and you have to do the quiz to get the completion certificate. So it helps to demonstrate that the student's not just clicked complete and go to next. It demonstrates that the student has actually read the content and taken the quiz at the end and understood the content as well. You can't get a completion certificate without having done that. So as a lecturer, you can also go in and check which students have completed which resources. So this is what you would see with a tutor admin account. You can go in and you can see for particular cohorts who's completed what. So you can see this particular student's completed all of the resource, whereas this particular student's only done 28%. You can actually go in and delve in a little bit more into that and identify, well, which sections have they done and which ones haven't they done, if you want to. So one of the other useful things is that you can download a CSV file, which would appear as a spreadsheet. So you can save it as a spreadsheet, so you can see which students have actually completed which sections and at what percentage. So you can just save that and then go back to it if you want to. So quite a useful resource. The academics working on the resource meet on a regular basis. Because this is a fairly new resource, the plan is to meet monthly to make any updates or any changes, but after that it's quarterly to ensure that everything that you look at on the resource is kept up to date. Another handy feature of the resource is that we can also brand it in accordance with your university. So you're looking at a University of Salford one here, where everything is in the university colours. So when you go in, you can see that the resources are in the colours of the university. And this also kind of follows through to the resources as well, with some of the activities being branded and the complete and go to next buttons being branded with university colours as well. So it feels from the student perspective if they're into a university resource. So please do feel free to get in touch if you want to find any more, you would like any more information out about the resource. I'm Jo Tate, I'm the organisations manager, and if you would like, I can set you up with a free account to play around with the resource and see how beneficial it will be for your university, or I can give you an online demo. But please do get in touch and let me know if I can provide any more information for you. Thank you.